And we are live, and I am joined by Jackie, and it's Miss Jackie B if you're nasty.
That's right.
We don't need no Miss Jan if you're nasty. We got Miss Jackie B if you're nasty. So Jackie B is back to join me,
Hello,
talk
everybody.
about some African goddesses, trying to support on the Mondays, that being National Women's Month. I wanted to look at some African goddesses, and I said, girl, you got any you want to talk about? She's like, yeah, I got particular, and I've never heard of this one. So this is going to be something new for me. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. On playback as well. Do all that YouTubey stuff, like Jax would say, smack that sassy as you're coming in. And smack that sassy if you're nasty. So when we have Jackie, we make sure that smack is extra nasty.
That's right.
So we have, of course, Jackie saying hello to everybody.
Yes.
And we have Miss Shelby in the chat. And then we have Moira. Hello, Moira, my dear. And I moved down a little bit, and we have the lovely, handsome Mr. Tom, Early Ritual. And I'm saying to Jackie backstage, what is he up to today? How are we doing on this beautiful day?
I know.
Tom, what's going on? Where's the real Tom? What did you do with him? Tom, it's lovely as always to see you here. Everyone's saying hello. And we have Julie. And Julie's going to be joining me at the end of April, so stay tuned.
Awesome.
Yes. And we have Gemma Lee.
Hey, how are
here.
You?
Hello, Gemma. Thank you, everybody from Jackie's channel joining us as well. Bah humbug. Better? Much better. More suiting my Tom, But no, Tom, it's always lovely. Thank you again for your support, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I am just going to get the ball rolling. I have a couple other goddesses from my Goddesses of the World deck that I wanted to briefly mention, but Jackie brought a goddess that you said she's related to Oshun.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So this would be like a representation of Oshun.
Yes.
And it's a goddess I've never heard of, so I'm very interested in.
Yes.
So
biggest reason why I got into Aje was the fact that it was all about prosperity and abundance. And, one of the things I feel like always been getting messages lately, even for others before was doing it with myself. When people ask what kind of deity, were you interested in, me, I'm like, okay, I like fairies. I like goddesses, I like a variety of things, I can't just choose one. So what caught my attention was the fact about the shells and the abundance and about how it talks about using it on a certain day, praying on Monday. I was like, well, I need to start researching this, this
Monday.
Yeah, exactly. They said to do that first thing in the morning on Monday. And it talked about economic success, business success. And I noticed a lot of times when we start doing new moon, which kind of reason brought my interest even more, because a lot of times the new moon, full moon we're releasing, but we're trying to manifest. There's also good intentions to do it for the new moon. So that's what made me start looking at, well, what goddess is out there for abundance, economic prosperity, and that's where I saw that Aje came up about the goddess of wealth. I was like, okay, I'll take that.
Yeah. So let it rain, baby. Let it rain.
Success, commerce, financial worship traders and business owners. I figured, hey, I know a lot of people were trying, and just in general, it says manifesting abundance. Mm-hmm. So I figured, why not something I should research and find out more about this goddess. So that's how that came about. Well, let's see more about this goddess. So because I got it's because it's the World Wide Web. There's so many different variations of information from the goddess. Yes. So even pronunciations for all the goddesses. I see on one thing is pronounced this way, another thing is pronounced that way.
And so we do our best to respectfully pronounce the best that we can.
Exactly. Because the names are always either spelled differently and pronounced differently. I've noticed. So each and every time. But definitely, I was just amazing. When they told me that this is the person who evokes success in business, entrepreneurship, financial stability. I was just like, okay, let me go find out more. Especially during these economic times. I'm like, yeah. So this is one less we could talk about a little bit. And like you said, many others, because April 1st is what, Wednesday? Wow. No, yeah, I figured, yeah.
That's going to be a busy day for me. So
Me too. Me
April
too.
1st.
Busy April Fool's Day. I know, and I think I do full moon readings. I mean, new moon readings. Excuse me, on that day too. So full moon on that day. So because I think the full moon day is what, Thursday? I think.
I believe so. I got to check.
Actually on Thursday, but we're doing it the day before. So
because I love doing the moon readings.
Yeah, I did. So one thing I did bring, because I know we normally do sometimes readings after we discuss some of the goddesses. I brought my deck. Anyone wants to know, I did bring the Modern Goddess deck with me. And then also, because I like to do, I thought about, no matter what you're trying to release, I brought I call it my self-care bear deck. So what did you do to make sure when you're releasing, we practice self-care? So ain't no others. I never come just with 2 decks.
There's just too many to choose from.
Yes.
And then they're all saying, pick me.
Yeah, it's way too many. So that's not the only ones. But I figure whatever spirit drives me to, those are the decks some of the decks they chose me to pick for the live. So.
All right. So was there anything else? Was there more information on her that you wanted to share?
Also a lot of things about, like I said, I found out about the practice, like I said, on Monday. That was very interesting. I also found out that, one of the spiritual things, the significance about this, with the energy work, like some people go by the ocean. And like I said, specific shells. Some people have a shell thing to create a bowl or things they do with the energy of it to harness it with that deity. So it's so much out there. I just want to make sure I give the right information out there, because so much that people do alternative things. So, it's a lot.
So you said she's a daughter of Oshun? How does she fit in the
she's a Yoruba Orisha of wealth. I believe, I don't know how they do it. Let me see. Let me look it up. Let's see real quick. Yeah, I try to have everything with me, but you know how that goes. So that got little inserts, because like I said, a lot of times when I find out things, it's a variety of crazy stuff. So they don't give you, or the names spelled different. Like the E has the hyphen. It's like I said, relationship to the ocean, to the sea. That's why they said with seashells. So I just want to make sure. But you have to check out I put in God's spirit parents, and it says the daughter of I can't say it. Aolkun. I can't pronounce that too well.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I thought she was the daughter of Oshun. So my bad. I'll have to. Yeah. I'm retracting that. That was So.
Oh yeah. So I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff going on. So.
All right.
Yes, but like I said, I could keep going. But like I said, she's in relation to the ocean. She's described as in like a stories. They say as also as a child, a calabash of wealth from heaven on earth. So, like I said, so much you can dive into about her. So it's a lot.
She sounds amazing.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it's just so much information. I was like, I don't want to bore y'all since we can do multiple reading the books. So many. Because people, they even said like we all do with rituals. People practice how they give thanks and that goddess. They do it all different ways in different parts. Because they even talked about what's the other country. They talked about other countries who do it differently than certain African countries. So they modified it on how they do it and what they wear. If it's white, I mean, they're all of them do it differently. When I was researching it, because like I said, if you do it, you want to make sure you do it right. So,
yes. Yeah. If you're gonna do it right now. Yes. I tell you can't me away from the music. But Jan is here, Silky Steel Kitchen Witchery.
Hi.
And she said Aje is Yoruba Orisha of the whirlwind, the forest, animals, and herbal healing.
Yes,
and she happens to honor her on her altar.
Yeah, it has devotees typically wear white to represent cleanliness and purity. I forgot about that part to say. Yeah.
That is amazing.
That's what I say. White's beautiful. Wearing white is so beautiful and pure. And it says birds, particularly parrots and woodcocks, are sacred to her. So, when they ask, like I ask questions like, like about the rituals and offerings, like what people will offer, but definitely it said the clean space. That was also, I remember, was important. Make sure the space is clean too.
Yes, because you don't want to disrespect your deity. You want to make sure that everything is cleansed, purified in there. her honor, their honor, as you know. Because who wants to step into a, ugh,
yeah,
you're inviting me
exactly.
to this space, you know?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Just anybody you welcome into your home, you know, if you want to make, you know, make sure that your place looks nice, you know, but the deity don't expect anything less.
Yeah,
We had a
that's
few
one
people.
thing. Yeah, I learned about. I was like, okay, so it's like I feel like anything, like before you want to start something, you want to make sure that you're doing it properly. You know, doing your research. And sometimes, like even with this information, I didn't get a chance to get a book, but some things maybe better also to have a book about. You know, certain things, because they even said like here it says associate with like the number 6. You know, having in the groups of 6 or 600. Those type of shells that they use for like I said, just so much because it's like the water and the ocean. So I was like, you want to do it, you want to do it right. So
and Jan is continuing. I started learning about herbs in Big Sur in the Redwood Forest. I believe she was there with me. She brings people to the wilderness. That's beautiful. I love that.
And Jax is here too. Hi, Jax.
Jax, pop in. And I'm trying to get my thing here to. There we go. Yep. And I told them, Jax, to make sure that they smack the sassy. And, you know, because Miss Jackie B is here, if they want to smack it, you know, nasty, they can smack it nasty too. So it's good to see you, my dear. Hope you're having a good day and you're doing better. And woo, Allison's popping in. Jackie B, you very well may already have them, but if you're at all interested,
oh my gosh,
decks that I have, they are both
in
storage.
Heck yes. It is Jackie B Readings at gmail.com. Just like my handle name, Jackie B Readings at gmail.com.
I'll make sure she gets your email. So I know exactly at least one of them that you're going to be getting and you'll like them.
Oh, thank you. I was trying to hold off. I'm like, I've been buying, like you said, you can easily buy decks, right? I'm just holding off doing a little bad time because I can get, anybody can get a little excessive when you're doing this. She's like, oh, beautiful deck. Oh, beautiful. So I'm drawn to it. So I'm like, I'm just trying to take my time because I want to make sure any decks that I get, that hopefully I'm using them. So
yes. And Jan also said, before I even knew who she was, I wanted to name my dog Aje after the Steely Dan album. Girl, you keep getting cooler and cooler. Yes. Classic rock. But my kids insisted on Diva. Okay. But there you go. Very cool. And Jackie and I were talking backstage for another show where we're going to be talking about Urzuli. She is, oh my goodness. She almost got her little fingers into me about, I want to say 6 or 10 years ago, but that must have been when the Morgan was like, she's mine. But no, Urzuli, actually it's Rada Urzuli Freda.
Like, see, I love it when you say, I'm like, I'm gonna let you say it and I'll explain what's going on. Because I mean, you would think I was love to pronounce.
I do my best, you know. And then if I'm fine that I'm like saying it wrong, then I'll go ahead and I'll, you know, again, so we're talking about different sources will have different pronunciations. And then of course we kind of have to remember that they're in America and sometimes in other countries we tend to appropriate in certain ways other cultures and to do, and you know, and in the way where we don't even respectfully learn the proper way of saying a name and researching it. So that's why on, you know, these shows, I try to make sure that I have a consensus, at least from different sources, on how to say certain names. So that because we, like, again, we want a clean space, you know, for ritual with our deity, but we also want to make sure we respect them with calling their names properly.
Exactly, exactly. But
and we have more people popping in.
Yes, and one thing I love about when you do research them is all the beautiful either videos they make of them, like the AI, how beautiful they make them look, and then seeing the, like the different decks and how they display their cards and artwork like that. I love seing that. So,
so many people popping in.
Welcome,
oh my goodness,
everybody.
I love all the Marby, it's been forever, sweetheart. How have you been? She used to hang out with me on my old channel. So Marby, it's so good to see you, my dear. I love when other people pop in. I haven't
seen. I see Denise is here too. Everybody's showing up. Thank you, guys. It's shining like true. Yes.
So, all righty, and let's see. Jan says, I am half Greek.
Gerald's here. Like,
hey, Gerald. Irish, I feel the same way about Greek and Irish deities. People don't bother to learn Point taken. So I have to share this. Everyone knows that I'm working with the Morgan, and that's Gaelic names. So when you see the names, you don't pronounce it in English like you would. So all this time, I've been thinking her name is Nameen or Namain. You know what her name is? Navan.
Oh, that's
Navan. And I'm like, oh, I even get chills when I say that. So
that's the thing. I like way before I discussed it, they said Aja's name about 3 or 4 different ways before I even came. I checked, like I went to pronunciation, I checked on YouTube, checked different African resources. It's amazing. Even when you say it 1 or 2 ways, there's still 3 or 4 ways other people say it. I'm like, wow.
So that's why I try to go directly to the source. And I've even on Instagram, I've come across a few like Scottish and Irish channels. Of course, with Jackie's Crystal Moon, especially if it's Irish, if I can get a hold of her, I'll reach out to her and say, Jackie, how do I, so yeah. And we have so many people come in. So I'm just going to go ahead and mention a few other African goddesses.
Definitely.
We have Oya. Of course. I mean, I love this image of Oya. I think this is fabulous. We also have Oshun, and I know she's within the family of Aje. And then we also have, and let me, because I save the page numbers. So let me see. So page 89. All righty. So bear with me, everybody. We have Mami Wata. And I'm going to actually show the page from the book because you get a better look of how the artwork, just really, really stunning. And Mami Wata her energy is about embracing your sensuality. She is the West African water deity, calls you to dive deep into the waters of your emotions, embracing your sensuality and connection to the primal forces of life. Trust in the flow of life's currents and surrender to the tides of change. For in the waters of Mami Wata, you find healing and transformation. So, hey, Lexi, thanks for popping in. Good to see you. Next up, I have Mau. And let me get to Mau's page.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's so many of them.
And let's see. She is of the Uwe people. No, that's not her right there. This is her. But she is also West African.
I just love those. I just love that deck. All the photos are just beautiful. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah.
She's about awakening your divine feminine. She is the supreme creator goddess of the Ui people. Calls you to honor the interconnectedness of all living beings. Awakens divine feminine energy, and within you, and recognize it as the source of life and creation. And just as Mau weaves the fabric of existence, you too play a crucial role in the cosmic dance of creation. So she invites you to tap into that creativity that humans have and dance with her and create the cosmic. And so our last one from me today is Mbaba Moana Waresa. So that's the best, like I said, I'm doing my best. And
doing my best. Yes.
So she is of the Zulu people, which is the native peoples of South Africa of the Nguni, the Nguni people, or Uni people. So she is about cultivating patience, which a lot of us nowadays, I know it's hard to have patience, especially with everything going on. And she is the Zulu goddess of rain and fertility. Reminds you to cultivate patience and nurture your dreams, understand the cycle of growth, knowing that each seed you plant carries the potential for abundance. Trust in the timing of life, and as you attend to your dreams, watch them bloom like flowers in a bountiful garden. So those were the ones that you were in my deck that I wanted to.
Definitely. I just love all the images. I feel like, one thing is saying it, but another thing is seeing a photo of it and what it brings to you when you see them. Like, it's beautiful.
All righty. And I just wanted to say hi, because I know chat has been jumping. We have Aura, greatness here. Hello, Aura. And let me just pop up a little bit. So that's Lexi. Lexi Fresh featured to change up her latest video. And Allison says, Jackie B, the tarot deck is the African American Tarot, and the Oracle deck is the African Goddess Rising Oracle.
Oh my gosh, yes. Love it.
Yes, girl, yes.
Definitely.
So I will make sure it's Siobhan. Yes. So
it's just so much knowledge out there to learn so much more about and how things are done. Hi, Mildred. So much to learn. And it's not enough time. We would never get any sleep because there's so much knowledge out there to learn.
Yes, and we have Brenda just popped in. So we have a large crowd today.
Yeah,
so
thank you, everybody. Make sure you hit like that sassy, like Jack says, please.
Smack that sassy, a little more nasty.
Yeah,
it's Jackie B here today. People wondering why I keep saying that, because if everybody remembers the 80s, we all grew up with Janet Jackson in her one song. She's like, and it's Miss Jackson if you're nasty.
Yes, it's a classic. It's a classic. See, look, even the sage agrees. Look, see, there we go. It agrees. Yes. Love it.
And Salam is here. Hello.
It sat there and it was like, yes, that resonates. And then all of a sudden the smoke just lets you know that, yes, that spirit agreed.
And this is patchouli incense. That's the kind of smoke that's, that's the...
I agree with you. Spirit shows up in different ways. I tell you, I try to really pay attention because sometimes even with numbers while we're reading and doing things, and also I'll see stuff in our backgrounds that the spirit lets us know, like, yes, it confirms.
Now you said this is Mildred, right?
Mildred, yes.
Mildred says, my people were of the Bantu tribe.
Ooh.
Thank you for sharing that with us. And of course, Salam. She is from Ethiopia. She is in Ethiopia.
Yes.
So welcome.
I'm so glad you're here.
Oh my goodness. So today I brought my Goddesses of the World deck. And I also have my, where's the box? Oh, the box has the incense on it. I'm not going to move it. I do have my Lost Souls Tarot and along with my, am I going to use that today? I don't think it wanted to be used today.
Yeah, it's all about what they call for. You're right. I do the same thing. Yeah. I mean, it's not if I have certain decks out, I don't touch them sometimes. They'll say, oh, it's not for, if it's not for the person to get the message for, I won't use it. Spirit says no, never.
Sometimes I might go, hold on a second.
Me too. I do that too. Yes.
So for those new to the Sacred Feminine, we all we do this. If anybody would like a message from the Sacred Feminine, please let Jackie and I know.
And this one's my people normally ask me if this is my Sacred 20 card. This is where I got a small business, and it's all has basically all like it's like I didn't realize all African just design. So I use that too if the spirit calls me to. But yes, look, I should have been in the chat first when you said it. Me.
All right, so let me see. Do I still have? No, I don't. Okay, so let's see. Denise is going to have a nap. Enjoy your woo-woo nap.
Yes. Hopefully we have we'll change our tone so you can have a good nap.
Those are the best. And Jan is sharing. My people are from Tulamne, or from the. Okay, I'm going to try to pronounce this properly. The Tulamne Greeks, or the Tula. I know different. But please let me know how to properly pronounce it, Jan. So let me see. Let me highlight. We got Marby. We have Jan.
Yes.
And so I'll start going ahead with Marby. Tuolame. There we go. Thank you.
And then Jax has just put in for me also.
She's a caboose. Yep. She's always the last one. Cheryl, of course.
Yes.
Is it Cheryl or Cheryl?
It's a Cheryl, like Carol. Cheryl, like Carol. I did the same thing.
And hello, Lulu. Good to see you.
Hi, Lulu.
Boy, I can't get the shuffling. I'm like Start.
I know.
That's
These
wonderful.
cards.
All righty. So the first one up, let me just put her so I don't lose track. And that is Marby. All righty. So
let's see.
Let's see, which goddess does Marby get today? And Mildred.
Ooh. Make sure I have the right one. This order.
Oh, I do have that other. Oh, that's why that deck was. Oh, that'd be cool. All right. Okay. What do I want?
Let's see. I forgot which
one. It told me this deck.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Real.
So, see, you think you got rid of me. They're like, no, I'm here. All right. I think I got Gemma. Yes, I did. And whenever you're ready, sweetheart, you go right ahead.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure the right goddess for this one. I haven't used this deck in a while. I had to warm it up earlier, but I want to make sure I don't make that mistake. All right.
And we have Jean here. Hello. Salam. We are doing divine feminine readings today, not personal readings, but perhaps whatever your cards come out from, the divine feminine, that may very well answer your question. But we're doing sacred feminine readings today, my dear.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, make sure I have the right. So I was like, it's been a while since I used this deck. So I was like, this is what deck called me to. I want to make sure I have the right person for this deck. Okay, which goddess is it? Because it told me to pull this card out. It's like 4 different goddesses in this deck. I'm like, hurry up. Where is it? They said names
Hi,
of all.
Collins. Welcome. Magic card trick? No magic card tricks.
It's a wands. There it is. Okay, this is the one with Bridget. I kept saying, I couldn't remember. So the wands in this here are Bridget, because that's what I kept getting. I got the page of wands. I got Bridget for you as the goddess Marby. I just want to make sure I had the right goddess, because my brain was like, I know it's not the other one. Because I kept getting the messages like in my brain, like, come on now, let me get this right. So basically, I keep getting for this of you starting something new. This is what it's telling me. Starting something new with this is Goddess Bridget, Celtic goddess. Starting something new and also learning. I keep getting that. One of the things, and this amazing because I guess I'm connected. Because you know how you always do a reading for me and it draws to the moon phases. And what I'm getting through here, because this is a time where messages are going to come in for this full moon right now. And like I said, you're going to continue to learn something new. It's talking about trusting your intuition. And being creative, being reflective. It wants you to take this and just really, really start using your creativity and your intuition. And I keep getting it to also talking about you help create this discovery and your creativity. Take it through with these different moon cycles, especially now with this pink moon coming in. Like I said, Goddess of Bridget for you, but this is there's all in the wand suite in this one. And then also want to let you know when it comes to things in this time, which is a great time to do. I got Oracle card for you. Do the work, the shadow work. All right, Marby is telling me, even this says, embrace your shadow self. The only way out is in. And that's where you're going from, like I said, trusting your intuition, find your creativity. Look how beautiful this card is. And then, of course, I told people I'm going to do the self-care. And I love this thing. The same thing, practice mindfulness. Okay. So that's also what I want you to do for you with Bridget, guys. I keep getting of that and do your shadow work. Because all this was going to heighten your intuition and your creativity. So that's what I have for you, Marby. Thanks. Let me read for you.
So, Marby, you got Kodalaku.
Ooh.
And she is, let me just take your name so we can see the card. And we have Kodalaku, and she's connected to death. She is an Aztec. Yes. So it's about letting go of the old. So with this not new moon, full moon coming up, great time, like Jackie said, to release the old. She is the Aztec mother goddess, reminds you of the transformative powers of destruction and creation. Accept the cycles of life and death, for they are part of the external dance of existence. Just as Kodalaku births new life from her own body, sees the potential for renewal that arises from letting go of the old. And Marby, your card from my my nesting tarot is the Ace of Pentacles. And so her message is to you, what I'm feeling is when you let go and you let go of what no longer serves you, that opens a space, a void for what? Beautiful new potential to come through. And when I went to go pull from the other tarot to go with this, you also got the Ace of Pentacles from the other deck as well. So you have a lot of wonderful opportunities coming your way. And your top energy is the Knight of Cups. So this is saying that, remain in that energy of empathy, being empathic to others, being supportive of to others. The Knights are very chivalrous. They love to help people. They like to be a shoulder to, to cry on, to talk to, but they also show you beautiful ways of having to share our emotions, our vulnerabilities with others. And I think with this beautiful energy and letting go of, with Kodalakyu, letting go of the old, allow space for something beautiful and brand new to enter into your life. So that's what I have for you, Marby. Thanks for popping in again, my dear. It's good to see you. So let me just, okay, thanks, Jack. We had a troll in your chat.
They like to show up sometimes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Had nothing else better to do. So I'm just making sure I didn't miss anybody. Nope. All righty. So let me take Marby down, and we have Jan. That is next.
Let's see.
And hello, Sandra. Welcome.
Hi. When you come in, please hit, like I said, smash that like button for us.
Yes, Jackie's bringing the party today.
Let's see.
Okay, let's see which deck I'm going to stick with. I don't know. Yeah, let's do this one.
It's like everybody's getting the Goddess, because in this suite, it's Bridget. Everybody's getting it. This is a 5 of Wands. I just keep getting energy. Look at that. Yeah. The 5 of Wands. And now first I'm going to read, and I know what Spirit wants to tell me, but first wants me to read this in the book, because they all have different meanings than sometimes regular tarot cards. So I'll put that up so you can see it again. And what this mentions for you is that you see a knot of branches. Each one has something to say. Each wants to have its opinion and triumph over one another. And it says it is a card sometimes of conflict, serious argument, but also misunderstanding. So it says, I keep getting, like you said, because it's releasing of the full moon. It says the key to resolving this is to listen and join forces, because together we are stronger. And it says one wand by itself can be broken, but a bundle of wands is more resistant. It's time for us to put any egos aside and go in the same direction. And just like my spirit just said, for me, teamwork makes the dream work. So whatever it is, even within, and this also is telling me for you within yourself, if there's any conflict, Jan, within yourself, anything that you're going back and forth on, that just realize you have this. Sometimes we battle within ourselves. We make more things like tasks difficult for ourselves, overthinking, judging ourselves. So it's a lot of self-care in that. And the reason why I also got that too, because this goes with juggling, same thing, juggling your thoughts, like jumbled thoughts. And it keeps saying the mind can make a heaven of hell or a hell of heaven. So it's so funny that thoughts, the king with the confusion, anxiety, trying to escape. So basically it's basically not with someone else necessarily, but it was within yourself. So take care of yourself, because within our minds, a lot of times we can basically self-sabotage is the word I'm looking for, ourselves. So one of the things that my self-care says try to do is try a new hobby. Take something outside of your kitchen witchery. Sometimes just take a break from it and do something else that you like, that doesn't require a lot of effort, that is enjoyable. Even if it's watching a movie, having popcorn, I know anything that you do, if it's walking, whatever. Says also do that, because even some things you do that you like, that's also a business or something you can make from or you enjoy. Sometimes that can stress you out because you still got to buy products, you still got to do this. So find something that's just basically lighthearted that you also enjoy too, doesn't take a lot of mental work, so you won't be having those jumbled thoughts and also tasking. So that mental fight within yourself. So that's what I have for you, Jan. Thanks. Let me read for you.
Alrighty, so Jan, you got the goddess Neonique. And look at that. She's a serpent goddess. And she's actually, so her message is releasing the past. So this is a card about her acknowledging there are things of our past that we need to release. And she's a Cambodian serpent deity. She embodies the cycle of life and wisdom, and of course, with the snake shedding the skin, about transformation. And there's a potency to the power of being able to shed old skin and welcome renewal into your life. And so this is let her counsel motivate you to release the past. So her message is to you, there's things from the past that we need to release. Now your significator card is temperance. So as we are going through this process of releasing the past, it's a nice reminder that we find balance within ourselves. I think what this is acknowledging is that you are working on that. You are staying balanced. Of course, there's a sense of patience in that, and the moderation of how much you're able to work a little bit. Because for us, we just can't automatically just release our past just like that. Sometimes there's traumas, things, and whatnot that are meant to be there for lessons that we revisit from time to time. So when we work on releasing the past, to make sure that we're doing it a little bit here, a little bit there, staying grounded, staying mindful, and staying balanced. And your two tarot cards that go with the temperance, your top card, your energy, your tangible energy is the Ace of Swords. So you are receiving some clarity. You are getting new insight into working with releasing the past. This balance, this temperance is allowing you to be able to be open to maybe clear communication with your higher self, your guides, and what needs to be released. How can we communicate with ourselves in this process? And for me, I think some of the past releasing is going to be focusing, I think, more on family and ancestry, because you did get the underlying energies, the 10 of Pentacles. So while this is a culmination of the Pentacles, which is very grounded, very slow moving, which is good though, because like the temperance, we need to be grounded within ourselves and our emotions to be able to be open to those messages that come through with the Ace of Swords. And with that 10 of Pentacles, for me, again, it's feeling like this might be working with, our ancestry, our legacy, things from our past that we want to be able to let go, that we can open to create a further legacy. It's like, okay, reviewing the past, working through it a little bit at a time, opening clarity and ideas so that we can tap into that abundance that too, with the Pentacles is about health. So when we are in a good place and we're able to work through those things in our past, it helps us with our health. It helps us, with our stability, our sense of security, and even too, Jan, working with your ancestors in the process of letting go of the past, asking for them for guidance and assistance to help you navigate those new insights that you explore and you come across that you're willing to shed and let go of. So that's what I have for you, my dear. Thank you for letting me read for you, Jan.
Thank you.
Jan, you got to come on here and join me for a show. I would love to have you read.
She'll be there. We already know. I'll pull card on that. That'd be fun.
And I have you highlighted, Ice. We'll see how things go. But I love your name. Everybody take a look at her name. Ice melts by love.
That's right. Yes.
Yes, I like that.
See, I told you. Oh, I'll be there. Yes, Dan. I know. I don't have to use a pendulum or tarot card.
That hits All righty. So let me just make sure I didn't miss anything else. Thank you, mods, in both Jackie's channel and in mine. Y'all really got your work cut out for you today. You see for my channel. So let me just take. So next up is Cheryl.
Okay. All right. Let me put this on this.
And we just, if you can let us know too that you are here. It's easier for us to tap in your energy. If if you request a reading, that you stay in chat so that when we call on you, that we can connect. with your energy, and we can get any feedback. So Cheryl is here.
And yes, Dan, I'm the same way, because people always ask me, well, how can I let other readers read for me? Because I always feel like I could be biased reading for myself. That's the reason why sometimes I will ask other readers to read for me. Sometimes I won't, and I'll just listen, the views and everything. And sometimes I'm like, it'd be nice to get an outside perspective, because sometimes people read for you, and it's like some people won't do general, and I totally agree, understand why. And then some people who do, I like it, because sometimes it gets me to see something from another perspective that I'm not being honest myself, that I call it my own self-sabotaging. So every reader in person is different, and I respect that.
I've gotten better reading for myself. I like to pull like a daily card, or if I need to look into something, but if there's something really close to me, I'm like, you know what? I see what my cards are saying, but let me get an outside perspective. And I've had amazing readings in the past from Allison, from Tom. Tom's done some private ones for me. And it's nice to have a different perspective, a different angle, because we all read cards differently. And sometimes we may have, a different insight or meaning, or, intuition that comes through. So definitely, I enjoy getting readings. Those are always fun.
Because I noticed that sometimes I'll get something and then someone else may do it. Like I say, it doesn't matter, but the message could be the same, but it could be a different card. And the way they explain it, that I don't want to explain it to myself, because sometimes I'm like, no, that's not right. I'll keep pulling another card, even though I should listen. But that comes to just me stop being a perfectionist sometimes. So when it comes to certain things in life.
And welcome, Lathan.
Yes, hi. So, let's see. So
family always comes first, though. Really.
Yes.
No,
all right. I got this. I got the 3 of Swords. This is Artemis I got for you. I just want to let you know that strength comes within. We all have scars, and I just want you to know that even though it brings anything that's happened in our past that we may carry around, are lessons, things that we live and learn. And also want you to know what comes left of this card is the Empress of Beauty. So, whatever you have been before, it says you're moving forward beyond any pain and passing through it, because whoever doesn't, make and break us makes us stronger. And then I asked, what could you do to help through this? Hi, Miss Tarot D. With anything that has, like, this is a full moon energy, I keep getting, like, these cards keep relating, make peace with it. It says, amidst of adversity lies a path to self-discovery. So profound, genuine risk. So I want you to make peace with it, move on. You may, like I said, you may never, if forgiving is basically, I keep getting forgiving yourself with that. Forgiveness is always good within yourself. Make peace with it within yourself, because that's the part of the healing process for you. And then also what can help with you for your self-care to do that, to help heal. And even my self-care bear tell you is write in a journal. What wants you to do for self-care to help heal that anything that you went through with those wounds, and wants you to write in a journal for you, because like I said, this is a great time to do it. What things you feel like are hindering you in yourself, good thing to do it, because like I said, April 1st, that full moon, pink moon, take it and it can really help enhance it. Shred it, burn it, wherever you gotta do, bury it, throw in the trash somewhere outside your home, whatever, and just release it, let go, because you got some things that wants to move towards you. So let anything with all those daggers, let it go, so you can flow and manifest. That's what I have for you, Cheryl. Fixing for you.
And she's sticking to it. So Cheryl, I get to read for all these new people. So Cheryl, your goddess that you got, it's one of my favorites. I love Pachamama.
Oh, beautiful.
Pachamama is an Andes mother. Well, Earth. She's the Earth Mother. You go to, there's an actual mountain across the ways from Machu Picchu that is in her honor. So she is, deeply revered in in the Andes. And she is about honoring the earth. And this is kind of basically a call to protect sacred land that you walk on, your connection to the earth, and recognize that you, as well as all of us, this is a great collective message, that we are all a part of a larger ecological web of interconnecting. And so we all have to take on that spirit of stewardship and gratitude, and taking care of our Earth Mother. Now your cards, I'm going to read two messages here. For me, that feels very much like something that you have to do for yourself. As we think Earth outside of us, but we are the earth. All the elements in the earth are within us. We are of the earth, the Mother Earth. And so we need to make sure that we are taking care of what we put in our bodies, how we take care of our bodies, how we talk to ourselves, how we nurture ourselves. Your a card from the Nesta Tarot I got is the Seven of Wands. And so for me, the Seven of Wands is about standing your ground, creating safe boundaries, protection. It's standing in your truth and not letting anybody sway you. Your top energy is the Six of Swords. So this is a process of, now this is the tangible energy right now that you can feel, see what you're experiencing. And the Six of Swords for me is that crossing over, moving forward, leaving, the past behind, leaving things behind, possibly again, that was unhealthy for you. And you're starting anew. And the underlying energy is the Ten of Wands. A lot of burden, a lot of heaviness. So there's things that have been burdening you, that you are what looks like in the process of letting go, releasing, just surrendering to. Because sometimes a lot of things that we carry for ourselves, for our own journey. But then sometimes people put their stuff on us that we feel that we have to carry in life. And so it's acknowledging that with this card, not to carry anybody else's load, but to carry only what you carry for yourself. And now the second aspect of the reading is, I don't know if you are into activism, because for me, this is also acknowledging that you are an activist in whatever little, some people hear activists, they think they're out there, they're with Greenpeace and they're out there on the front lines with PETA and all these other groups, but sometimes just taking a stand in our communities, making sure that trash is picked up, that you attend regular council meetings to make sure that, the water supply system, the recycling, all of that. So I don't know if you're an activist in yourself, in your own right, which would mean that Seven of Wands is you standing up for the earth, standing up for laws, to care and protect for the earth. That Ten of Wands could be very well, you feel the burdens and the heaviness that is, that the earth is experiencing, and you want to be able to that for seeing what we can do to help alleviate the stress and the pain for Mother Earth, especially within your own community. So for me, it was like a two-sided, two aspects of your reading. So that's what I have for you, my dear. Thank you for letting me read for you.
That was beautiful.
Okay, so I will add you, Lotus, but we will see if we have time because we have quite a bit of readings. We are at 2:49. How is your energy, Jackie, my dear?
I still go. I have Jax's information already pulled up, so I got hers.
Okay. She's usually the caboose, but go ahead. I'll let you go ahead and share what Jax.
Yeah, her cards like popped out. I didn't want to put them away, so I had them sitting on the side.
That's why she calls herself the caboose.
She got the Medusa card, the Hangman. I was like, it's so funny. I know I liked the pictures of the major arcana in this deck. So, and I don't know, I just kept getting it. Like, I don't know why, because I saw the name and I just took the cards as I had them. So, and it just says that sometimes from this book, it wants let you know the ability to observe things from a different perspective. And that's basically the message it wants to give to you. So seeing things from a different perspective and find vital resources in a situation that seems uncomfortable to the majority. And it says sometimes you're remaining, like the Hangman does remain in limbo for you. And also want to let you know too that for things things will be revealed in time. There's something you're waiting to be revealed, done, seen. Here you go. All right. Eventually, you won't be upside down anymore. Okay. And I like this picture that in reverse too. I think it's beautiful just as much as it is as the Hangman is. So. And I just want to let you know that how to develop any, like your autonomous, like your vision. You're gonna help protect those that venture into the wild. I keep getting nature with this card, and it's funny how your other cards come up with that too, Jax. And because it even says itself like, you could be a writer, activist, a teacher. You're just determined. It keeps saying you're gonna be taught things with your. It keeps saying you trust your. I keep getting trust your touch and senses. Trust in them more, okay? Touch and senses is letting you know. And the ability to discover unexpected resources. And one of the quotes it says here, what should you look at from another point of view. It says, if you were to let a concerned situation go, what would happen? What can you give up? So I want to let you know you have this. Okay, you really do have this, Jax. And it's so funny because I also got this as your soul mirror. Cookie, yeah, soul mirror. Open your heart, healing union. So others reflect your own relationship with yourself. So some mirror work will also help with that. So you know how strong you are if you don't know. If you don't know now, you know. Okay. And it also wants you, just like I said about being out in nature, self-care ways, spend time in the sunshine. I also got that for you. So you see the hangman's already outside. So I'm gonna put it this way for you. So out there, looks already out in nature. You see the butterflies around. So we're gonna turn this reverse. Have yourself a good time out in the sunshine, day or night. Okay, you got this, Jax.
All righty, Jax. You got Hin Nui Tepo. She is a Maori goddess. She is finding the peace in transitions. So how? Because you know you are going through serious, literally physical transformations right now with everything that's going on with your health. And of course, it's not just the literal physical, but the emotional, because when things happen on the physical, anything that happens on any form of our body, emotional, mental, spiritual, physical, it all affects one another. So you're going through some major transitions, and she's there to guide you and comfort you through finding peace through these transitions. She is the Maori goddess of the night and the underworld. Okay. Reminds you of the profound connection between life and death. Notice the wisdom that lies within darkness. Just as Hin Nui Tepo welcomes the souls of the deceased, let her energy guide you to find peace in the mysteries of life's transitions. So she is like the goddess of the underworld. What I am getting right now is that when you have a moment, because I know a lot of times you can't sleep at night, to find maybe a meditation where you it's like a shamanic meditation that guides you for a trip into the underworld. I'm feeling strongly to go into the underworld, that you will find allies there for you. And that's it. I'm just going to say, she goes, you will find your allies. Your nesting card is the King of Pentacles. And so for me, that is reflecting the energy of what you are doing right now. You are, I know you're not the main provider, but you're the one that provides the strict rules. You're not just mother, but also father. You're providing that, and again, not even with male, but just the energy of being the provider, the person who provides the foundation to those in your family, those that you are connected to. But it's also acknowledging that this needs to be with you as well. Pentacles, the health card, getting stable, getting grounded, getting secured. This is strongly coming through that with this journey. I believe you may find the allies to help you, get more grounded and connected into your body, to help you while you're preparing for when your appointments or your surgeries are scheduled. So that's what I have for you. Okay, thank you, Ice. Thank you for letting us know. We appreciate that so much.
No problem. Thank you for being here for our support, both our channels. Thank you.
And your top card, you're emotionally, you had it, you're walking away. So when you are back on your feet and you're grounded, stable, and secure with that King of Pentacles energy, it's time to do the emotional work. It's just like, I know you've had it, you're walking away. This is it. This is not what I want. These cups have not provided what I need. I need more emotional support. I need to connect more with my intuition. I need to find out more who I am on a deep emotional, personal level. Your underlying energy, justice. And this goes that just for the individual that you're helping with in your household, but for you as well, with all the BS that you've had to deal with hospitals, doctors, and people in your life. You're ready for, like, damn it, I want my justice, I want my karma, I want what's fair. So that's the energy. And when it's just, yeah. I would like to say that it's saying that it's coming. This is the underlying energy. So this very well may be at some point when you are back on your feet and you are in the process of walking away emotionally from things that no longer serve you or connect with you. There is going to be some sort of room, but I just keep getting the main card is doing an underworld shamanic journey to the underworld. She will be waiting for you, and she will have guides for you or allies for you. And that's what I have for you, Jax.
That's awesome.
Righty, my dear.
Yeah, I like how we both got different messages, but they come together. That's what I love about when I do collabs, you know?
Come together right now and over me. I don't know. I kind of like the Aerosmith version better than the Beatles. So up next is Gemma. Gemma, my dear, are you still here?
Let's see.
For people new to my chat, Heather loves music. Music's been a part of my life besides my art, and so I will tend to break out into songs. Sometimes
I do that a lot myself. Yes, and sometimes the messages I get, I will tell people what song comes in, depending on the message. So definitely. Let's see.
So Gemma, are you here?
I know sometimes there you go. All right. So I already had it pulled out for her, and I keep getting this, like I said, Artemis. You need to relax, rest. I keep getting 4 of Swords. It's just like, you need to take a me time, self-care time, reflection time. This even says, a moment to rest and calm. I just looked at it. It even says that. It says mind. Sometimes you need your mind that's empty, the moment to prepare and to meditate. And it says, when your thoughts are slow and when you make room for silence, we enter into the almost spiritual dimension. And it says the 4 of this card connects to the spaces and rooms. So it refers to a sacred space which you can collect your own strength. And once you restore your thoughts and rest and let your mind go free. Okay. So you need to take that time. I mean, like I said, we get so much self-care. And one of the things I want you to do is while you're doing it, look at that. Step into the unknown. Uncertainty is the only certainty there is. Have faith, surrender, and be curious when you take that time. So, I mean, Spirit is just saying the same thing different ways. And with my self-care bear, it says one of the ways you can do also to help to make that space for it is declutter not only your mind, but maybe also your areas. Is declutter your home. So have a space where when you take that peace and quiet, that break, that gives you that time, because I mean, you have to release it. And the last card got for you, which we're going to go into, look at that. Release what no longer serves you with that empty mind, the full moon. So take advantage of it. You can find some time between now and April the 2nd, like definitely do it, because she says, I wonder if that's why I've been falling into deep sleep so early in the evening. Yeah. I mean, they want you to take time for you, that half an hour, 15 minutes. If you can do 1 or 2 times a day, 1 or 2 times a day to take time to clear that mind, because information is going to come through for you. Because like I said, there's some things you want to let go. When they talked about declutter your home, just more of Spirit saying declutter your mind for your self-care purposes, because you need it so you can have all this wonderful, loving information, love and light come into you in the physical form and also in the spiritual form. So that's what I have for you. Thanks. Let me read for you.
So Gemma, wow. Now I have certain goddesses that have been with me and I've been fascinated with. And I'm hoping at some point I get to Hawaii to make a pilgrimage to her, to honor her. And one of our fellow readers actually met her. She appeared to him in a physical human form. So you got Pele.
Ooh, beautiful.
Okay. And Pele is the Hawaiian fire goddess. She is the one that creates the land. She destroys it and she builds it. She's all about having the power from within to tear down. Think of her as the Tower card, really, in tarot. It's time to burn that shit, tear things down, and it's time to rebuild, create something new, transform oneself out of the ashes. And when we are able to start fresh, what happens again? We have a space, we have a void. And like earlier, Ace of Pentacles, you have opportunities. And then what I love too, this is, the Ace of Pentacles, new projects, things connected to the earth, abundance, prosperity, and that also not necessarily always with money. This could be a wealth of new energy coming to you to help you maybe with the project with finances, or maybe helping you get grounded, getting grounded into the earth. Again, it's anything that's tangible, our health, our ideas, our finances, our sense of safety, security, belonging. So it's time to burn that. And with that clear energy, let's build something new, my dear, she says. Your underlying energy for the reading is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords, this is so the underlying energy is kind of like what's going on, but you may or may not be aware of it. But it's that sense of searching for, I know I'm going to get clarity. I'm waiting for the signs. I'm open to communication to my higher self, my guides. Somebody might be coming in with a new message for you, but there's coming, like with the ace being brand new, being handed to you from the universe. Here's the Ace of Swords coming here. Let me offer you clarity. So with that, to get that Ace of Pentacles going, here comes the Ace of Swords saying, okay, here's the communication. Here's the connections, maybe the networking. Let's get, those lines of communication open. Your top card right now, you got the Nine of Pentacles. So that Nine of Pentacles is like the traditional, you have achieved from the Eight of Pentacles, where you're working and honing your craft. You're staying focused. You're working on your projects, whether it's yourself, something physical. Typically it's physical because of the Pentacles. So right now you are celebrating your achievements. Be proud of them. Pele said also, this is your garden. This is the one that that had to be destroyed, that you've been in the process of rebuilding. There's more to do. Opportunities are coming your way. But just give yourself that acknowledgement that you worked hard. You earned this independence. You earned the space, your sacred space, your sovereign space, physically on the ground around you, and physically in your body as well. And that's what I have for you, my dear. I hope that resonated. I always sometimes get nervous reading for new people because I'm like, because when you read for people after a while, regular ones, you get what the cards are saying. So let's see. I've been feeling and seeing clarity and resolutions to long-term issues coming into my life. Wonderful. Opening that space, like with Pele, just burn that stuff down, rebuild, create your own land, create your own island, your island unto yourself that you're sovereign of. And, just continue taking that in and just keep creating, my dear. And hello, Mona. Good to see you, my dear.
Hello.
Okay, we are at 3:04. How are you doing, my dear?
Oh, we do two more.
So let me take out Ice Melts. So Lotus, we won't have time for your readings today, but Jackie and I both do shows regularly. So subscribe, and next time we pop up, we'd be happy to do a reading for you. So that would be the last two would be Mildred, and then Shining Love Truth. Now, who is Shining Love Truth?
Oh, Shining Love Truth. Oh, it was on variety channels. So we all, like you said, we're all community. So I
didn't know if she had a name or they had a name that they wanted.
Yeah.
So okay, so we'll do Mildred next.
Okay. And like I said, we go by pretty fast. And I said I won't do Lotus. Like you said, I didn't know how many we had left, so I figured 2, 3 more is fine. Where we can get through. We'll get to an hour, no more than an hour and a half. So
all right, Shar, nice to meet you.
Shar. That's why I said there's so many names. I'm
going to have to start creating a little index.
That's why I said list. Yeah, I try to get the list. Sometimes I have to find it after a live. I'm like, where's my list at? So I know the names. Okay. All right. So I already have it pulled out for you, Mildred. And I got Freya, I got the Sun card. Look how beautiful that is. And it's awesome. Such a beautiful card. And it says joy, success, and gratitude for you. Okay. It radiates light and arrives at the end of success and transformation and growth. And with this light, everything is revealed, and your courage to affirm in nature to fully be what you are, and it reminds you to take pleasures of simple things in life for you. Okay, Mildred. And this is just like the spring. Look, you mentioned the spring sun warming and instilling life. It says the power of this card is vitality and openness. So this is a conquered happiness, and gods associated with the card is the warrior goddess Freya. Like I said, the Celtic goddess of love, fertility, and war. So just let you know. And I also want to let you know that with this interject, you're determined, and you also extroverted and a passionate woman who does not forgive those who threaten her home or family. So you know you are strong. I know you, Mildred. You're not playing around. So I just had to read all that. So just let you know. It says what. It also lets you know this. It says whatever matters needs more clarity. Where do you wish to carry your light, and are you able to place yourself at the center of life, and how might you do so? Are some of the questions to ask. And the reason why I want to make sure while you walk in the light, make sure you continue to have those boundaries. Self-care. I keep getting self-care from almost everybody. Respect and honoring your limits that sets you free. So you are like this sun card. Okay. And one of the self-care bears I have for you want to let you know to spend time in silence. So enjoy, soak up that sun. Get the, we'll get all the being out with nature, but also make sure you spend that time sometimes in silence and keep on shining. That's what I have for you, Mildred. Thanks for letting me read for you.
Mildred, I got some very interesting cards, my dear. So your goddess is Nana Buluku.
Ooh.
I love the crone. I love how this deck includes all ages, different, very different with ethnicities, difference in body shapes, ages. Love this. So this is Nana Buluku, and she's about connecting with your ancestors, your roots. She's the primordial West African deity. Reminds you of the ancient wisdom carried within your soul, within our DNA, to embrace the cycles of creation and destruction, for they lead to profound growth and renewal. She's telling you to connect with your ancestral roots and draw strength from the deep well of ancient knowledge that flows through your veins. So I'm wondering if you have been working with connecting to, you said you were the Buntu or the Bantu. My grandkids call you Nana. Yes. So this is about connecting with your ancestors. It feels like it's a call. Maybe they haven't heard from you in a while, or maybe you may be experiencing things in life where they're saying we can help you with that, or not to just to forget for us to help you, but also to remember us. We are here to acknowledge them within yourself. Now, the nesting down that came with Nana Buluku is the Six of Wands, and it's about victory, success, achievement. So for me, again, the ancestors, connecting with them, they celebrate you. They celebrate your achievements, no matter how small you may think they are. They're here to celebrate you and to acknowledge how far you have come. The rest of your cards, and I think too why they're coming to you, wanting you to connect with them, because your underlying energy is the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands feels like there is something that you are planning. Something from the Ace of Wands is now becoming something more tangible for you. You're getting the idea of, okay, maybe if I plan for this. So it's about strategizing, making plans, coming up with ideas to be able to take them further, to expand on them. Your top card is the Lover's card. So for me, again, relationships doesn't have to be necessarily a intimate relationship, but this is a beautiful card of connecting with ourselves, with our loved ones, hence your ancestors, and forging forward any more connections with people that are that you consider are a part of your family, not necessarily blood related, but they're part of your human tribe. So the card also connects with decisions that we make and how we move forward. So with this Two of Wands, this energy feels like there's decisions that you're making, maybe whether or not to connect. I don't know if there's something that you want to do to specifically honor or connect with your ancestors, whether with your grandkids or if this is something more on a personal level that you want to do. But it just feels like there's some sort of decision making planning, either with them or something physically in life. But you have that Six of Wands, Nana Baluku, your ancestors are celebrating you, they're encouraging you. And again, they're celebrating your achievements. And I feel like this is them carrying you through into this next phase of something that you want to do. I hope that resonated. Let me know. Thank you for letting me read for you. All righty. And yes, Mildred, thank you. I had to look at her name and go, I remember.
It takes a while for me to get named.
And the last one is Shar, Shining Love, Light, Truth.
All right, let's see.
And hello, Andrew. Welcome. Yeah. Actually, let me take down the banner because questions are closed.
Yeah, Andrea, she came to the room. So glad she got to stop in. All right, let's see.
Oh, I'm sorry, Andrea. I looked really quick at the chat.
Right. You're welcome, Mildred. What I have here is this one stands for Lilith. So this is beautiful, the judgment card for you. And one of the things I want to let you know, I kept getting, it says, when one journey ends, another journey begins. So it was just very interesting. It says, this card arrives at the end of a journey. All right. I just like this photo. I think it's beautiful. And it says, it asks us one final necessary action to follow our vocation. So this card also is a calling, our life's mission. So what is your life's mission? I keep getting, and it says, because it's before the judgment card, we are obligated to observe ourselves and our true nature. So we want, what do you, it's basically saying, call into it, what do you want to bring to the world? And it says, it's no coincidence that one of the other names for this card also, which I know is freedom. So this is awesome. It says it's a symbol of a female of darkness, which is not subject to male, but she fights for her own affirmation. I like this one. She's an archetype used as a symbol of feminism. Okay. And she's the first wife of Adam, sent away after claiming equality between men and women because they are created together. So this is a force to push every woman to be themselves despite everything. So continue to be yourself. All right. And it also lets you know, spend time with yourself. It says, what is your mission to this world? I want you to keep asking this with this. What are your messages you carry? And what do you answer with joy? So find joy and happiness. And have you developed with your gifts, and could you do it fully? And what would you do? So the power is within you, is saying this is all about for you, because one of the things they want you to do is be honest with yourself. Keep getting stuff with people with self-care and self-love. Look at this. Shed any illusions, any doubts. It says the first step to awareness is the second is acceptance. Okay. And also, like I said, everybody gets a self-care bear today. It says, go for a walk in nature. You can get some answers from that. So that's why I have you, shining love and light, truth. So thanks for letting me read for you.
And she said, on point, Jackie. And yes, no duality, which is interesting because you got a male card and a female card. What duality? Because we contain both the divine masculine and the divine
3 miles.
So what?
So I was reading.
3 miles. Wow. Mad props.
Yes.
Mad props, girls. So
definitely.
Shar, you got Aphrodite. Let me take your name so you can see the card. But Aphrodite came today. And let me pull up, because we all know Aphrodite, the goddess of love and sensuality. Is about, and for me, most of what she's most focused on is about practicing self-love. And so she is the Greek goddess of love and beauty.
Oh, I like that.
The transformative power of love begin with self-love. Mm-hmm. So for us to really be able to love others, we have to, learn to embrace and love ourselves. For it is the foundation upon which everything else flourishes. So it's about welcoming passion, desire, connecting with our bodies, which I love how it actually goes with the Lilith card, because Lilith is the goddess of your sexuality. She didn't want to be on top of Adam. Below Adam. She wanted to be on top. She wanted to have her way. She had her desires, her pleasure in mind, and that's why she was demonized. So with Aphrodite, it's like, no, embrace, embrace those desires. Take part in your body, love yourself. Connections with others, as this has the power to heal and unite all. So your nesting card to go with that is the Six of Cups. And so I'm feeling that with this connection of self-love, it has to do with things in our past. We've all experienced things in our past, nostalgia memories that are good and sometimes not so good. So when we are learning to love ourselves and embrace ourselves, we need to remember, those things that have happened that might have been out of our, I don't know, out of our control, or things that we were taught that we knew didn't resonate with who we were, things that we believed. We remember through those nostalgic moments that that was a lesson, that was a moment in time. And here, let's embrace the good memories. Let's embrace, ourselves, who we've become, and also to embrace and acknowledge those difficult times too, because they have made who we are. And sometimes that's why it's hard for us to love ourselves, because of things that we have been through in our past. So it's a beautiful card again of self-love and welcoming that. And so your underlying energy, Aphrodite, you get the Empress. And the Empress is the Mother Earth. She's the goddess. She's the one that's out in the fields or in the grasses in her bare feet. She's connecting to the earth. She experiences sensuality in her body. She is all of the senses. She's the creative divine force. So she's all about fertility, creativity, connecting with every essence of our bodies, our feminine side. So that's that underlying energy. Start really embracing that. And your top card is the King of Swords. Now, with the King of Swords, this is right now, I don't know if this is actually going to be an actual individual, because usually with the court cards, they tend to be non-binary, and it's like a general energy for any of us to tap into. So I don't know if you're interested in Shar of going into any type of military, law enforcement, judge, attorney, because the swords are all about things of clear thinking, communication, action, being able to think quick on one's feet, having that that clarity and that quick intellectual power, rational thinking. So maybe in times when if we also don't feel like we want to embrace who we are or celebrate who we are, especially physically, with that King of Swords, to get past that rational or judgmental thinking, and to kind of not let that override us, and be able to express ourselves both on a very physical, emotional, sensual, basically embracing both your male and your feminine sides, the energies. So when we bring that together, it brings together our sense of who we are and the connections with our past, and we can explore that and move on and heal. So I am just going to, oh, well, would you look at that? Thank you, Shar. Because somebody kept telling me to look at the book, because most books don't mention the attorney and everything. I'm looking, going, wait a minute, this is something, but yeah. So for me, it's maybe, I don't know if there's like a duality taking place, where because you have to be in law, that, we tend to maybe lose our feminine side a little bit, because we have to be like one of the boys to be able to do, our jobs or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's, embracing that too. And don't forget to let that feminine, play with that, and that self-love. So thank you for letting me know.
Now, I know that was our last one anyway, and Spirit drove me to the cards for Lotus Serendipity. So I had the cards already pulled out. The Spirit says, you gotta read.
Okay, so Lotus, all right.
Yes, and Lotus still in, Serendipity still in the chat. That's why I was checking while you're reading. So let me tell you, you got the Demetria, Queen of Pentacles. Look how beautiful. Look at this. the motherly figure. Look how beautiful this is. Like the spirit was driving me to it. It talks about nurturing and raising others, and her archetype as a mother earth, a symbol of fertility and abundance. Like this just kept like spirit was just like pull these cards. Okay. You're rooted in life and aware of your material aspects and taking care of things. And it says taking care of your body, nourishing, and your well-being. And it says a person who knows how to take care of themselves and other queens. Like I was like, oh my gosh, I can't let this message go untouched. Spirit does that a lot of times. And it says gratitude and full of expression and sense of great resources as the queen. So you hold the full power of the mother archetype and grains and crops. So that's why you see the grains and crops in the background. This is beautiful. And another thing, once you do is continue to have hope, is what I got. Any shadow work, kindness, and self-care. Look, I'm telling you, everything has to do with self-care, self-love, like navigate the shadows of compassion and gentleness. All right.
That's like, a message for us all today. Yeah.
Yes. Go out and play. Look, go out and play. Look at this. The bear. Go out and play. Like, I don't know what it is, but it just keeps telling me. And then I had to, like, it just told me, look at this. You can't make this up. Spiritual awakening, 11:11. Look at that. A new beginning and dreams of manifesting are near. Like, I just couldn't hold that message back. Sometimes spirit does that. Like, just go ahead. It just told me you need to know. So that is the message I have for you, Lotus, Serendipity. Thanks so much for letting me read for you. I'm so glad I had the time to. Spirit said, no, you gotta do that one card. So I was like, let me tell you what the message is before I lose it. So
all righty. So I just need to use my pendulum really quick.
Yeah,
because I had a repeat of a card and I want to see. So
it was so weird.
Lotus.
Okay. Yeah. This is oh, is your favorite number? I know I see that a lot too. 11, 11, 11, 111. Like it shows up a lot.
Okay. All righty. So Lotus, you got Astarte as your goddess. So let me move ahead a little bit. So she's an ancient Phoenician goddess, and it's about integrating your duality. So that seems to be a message today. Duality, coming together, bringing things together. Let me just take down current comments so she can say so. Oop, that's not Astarte. That's Astarte. All her beautiful doves. I believe these are doves.
Yeah, they are beautiful.
Yes. So there is Astarte, and it's about integrating your duality. And it says here, she is, woohoo, girl, you got some fire. No wonder you got some of that. Oh my goodness. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. The energy was just there. I don't know.
The ancient Phoenician goddess of love and war. Okay. Embodies the duality of life. Observe the balance between softness and strength. This is kind of like going with Shar's, reading, teaching us how to balance the softness and the strength. That us, hiding. Women always have to think we've got to be so meek and fragile and tender, and we're emotional. Oh, fuck off. Excuse my language, everybody. So I get really with some of the toxic stuff that's going on. But anyway, I digress, my dear. My apologies. But it says here, so it's about observing the balance between the softness and strength and finding harmony in both aspects of your being. Just as Astarte governs the cycles of life and death, let her energy guide you to embrace, again, the transformations that are on your journey. So on your journey, the card that goes with that is the Page of Cups. So I love that because the Page of Cups is that young, childlike energy of curiosity, emotional. It's like that emotional maturity where we're getting emotionally excited about exploring everything, exploring our emotions, our hormones, our intuition. Cups are also can relate to the arts, our empathy, our intuition. So I just absolutely love this card and how excited and happy that that person sees with the fish.
Oh, yes.
So the fish, the enlightenment, looking in that cup. Oh, how can I express myself? So there's that balance of emotion. So again, there's the emotion, there's the softness, but with also taking control, being sovereign, and forging your path, my dear. I'm going to start with your top card first. You got the Sun card.
Ooh,
So right
I love
now,
that deck sun card.
success, that warmth, that energy, that achievement, good news. I mean, there's, it's beautiful. I love it. It's almost like it's connecting to every aspect, the earth, with the destruction and the creation. Then we got the emotions in play, learning how to, because sometimes with the cups too, with the pages, depending on the surrounding cards, we may have to watch that, that moodiness that we can get. Doesn't matter male or female, but when we get sometimes moody, when our emotions, we get, some people are like, well, you're too sensitive. Well, we kind of got to watch, well, sometimes that sensitivity is who we are and we embrace them. And sometimes I mean to take a little balance, but with this one here, it's all about embracing everything, every aspect of yourself. And your underlying energy is the King of Swords. He came back. And that's why I wanted my pendulum, because I merely felt that this was somebody that was in your circle, that supports you. So for me, the King of Swords, again, a person who is very, of course, possible with law enforcement and all that. But for me here, someone with mental clarity. So this is going to be like a personal advisor. So a personal advisor. I'm sorry. Sometimes things come so fast. I stumble.
Spirit talks fast. So
I was just like, okay, Heather, sit back for a second.
The messages are coming in.
So the underlying energy is that there are messages coming to you. You are being advised. And as I'm sitting here and just kind of breathing and relaxing, this person could very well be on the physical. Let me just verify something but this could also be, is this individual on the physical? This is on the other. Okay. So is this an ancestor? No. Okay. So this King of Swords is a masculine energy on the other side. I'm going to go with spirit guide right now. I asked about ancestor and I said no. So there is some male ancestor, not ancestor, energy that is like mentoring you, making sure if you have with the swords to communication to keep things clear, seeing that it's underlying energy, keep a journal next to your bed or even if your bed when you wake up, but to journal any meditations, dreams, start writing them down. It feels like there is a communication going on that you may or may not already connect to. But they are in support of the sun, of this success, this continuing abundance. And I'm looking at this here, though, the sun, the spirit guide. I'm wondering if this might be angelic. That would be maybe for another show when I had more time to pull more cards. But this King of Swords is a male. And of course, on the other side, it's really, hermaphrodite, where they're not necessarily male or female.
Exactly.
So in this instance, though, is coming through as a masculine energy. They may have been, so not an ancestor, but this was somebody that you knew in a past life. If you believe in past lives, if you don't, then maybe think of it as maybe memories through your ancestor. Well, that this isn't an ancestor, but it doesn't mean that this might not have been somebody who was connected with an ancestor. But I'm feeling past life connection, something in your memory DNA, your cellular. It's like an energy that you would recognize, but you quite can't put your finger on it. And so, okay, they said that's it. That's what I have for you, Lotus.
Yeah, I'm glad we got you. I told you, Spirit. Yeah, Spirit was just like, it just kept like drawing me like, no, you got just kept having messages like, tell this message.
So I think it's also shining the light, saying, I'm trying to talk to you. So from a past life, okay, because not everybody believes in past lives.
Yeah,
So and hello, Michael. Thanks for being
here. Hi,
Michael. And Lotus says we work beautifully together.
Awesome.
I know she's not too bad, and she's my Miss Jackie, but no Miss Jackie B if you're nasty. So We got it, girl. We got you covered. So,
I did, in case you went in on with the collective note, I did have collective reading too.
okay.
I know sometimes you do that. Sometimes you do that when you in. Look, I watch you so much. I'm like, I just have my collective cards ready just in case.
I'll leave the goddess out and I'll grab just from my.
I was like, look, I'm prepared. I don't want us to lose our energy, so I said, let me do that while you're reading.
So I didn't know if you were going to be too tired after the last reading.
It's so weird. It went from like tired, and it was like, get these messages out. You know what I mean?
That was because of Lotus. We can blame her. Let's throw her under this.
Yes, it's
because of you.
Yes. So all of us, look what we got. Impasse. Look at us as a collective. The ability is to channel, and collect the emotions of others, negative and positive. And when I got this message for the collective, just wants to let us know that having empathy is really needed at this current time and all the time, but even now, because everybody's going through a different journey, whether spiritually, physically, or mentally, because there are some unseen patterns what work we need to put in. We need to change some of our thoughts and change our lives and some of our reprogramming beliefs, because some things that we're doing is not healthy towards us or for the collective as all. So basically, teamwork, I keep saying teamwork make the dream work. We need to trust. Yep. Look at that. Changes, trust, transition. We're transitioning. They're even giving my brain right now 555 because they know I see that as, the positive changes. That says when. It says allow change to guide us instead of fearing it. The wind knows its way. So we're going to make some changes, not only for us, but to help us as a collective for all of us. Because one thing you talk about, which I do every day is we all need to practice deep breathing. Continue to do that. Mm-hmm. That does so much. Like I noticed before, during, and after. Sometimes you'll see me when, especially I do collabs. I sometimes, even before any reading by myself, I'll take a deep breath in for 5 seconds and breathe out, because it's amazing what can come through for those few seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. You can get so much in to do that, because we don't realize how we hold our breaths all individually. So also take deep breaths, because sometimes we're missing information because we just don't take that time and then breathe it out. Because sometimes we miss the messages coming through because we don't take that time as individually for us to help the collective out, to breathe and to hear and to quiet our minds. Because a lot of things we got today was self-care, silence, breath work,
transformation, letting go of the past,
to
transform,
and pink moon, full moon. So there you go. That's what I had for the collective.
Alrighty, for the collective. Oh, I love this. The Magician. So the Magician, we have all the tools, people, to create. Now, because we don't want to get into the toxic, like, oh, you can manifest overnight. No, but this is acknowledging that we do have the tools within ourselves when we connect to our higher power, or even if you don't believe in a higher power, at least the universal energy, the cosmos. We are basically the lightning rod for that cosmic energy, that divine energy. And when we pull that into ourselves, we channel into the earth and bring the earth up. It connects with our personal power. There's no stopping us. Sometimes it may be slow, like the Pentacles, where we have to take our time. Some it's fast and quick, like a Swords. Other times we might have to feel things more on an emotional basis. But with this Magician, it's all about staying focused and acknowledging all the tools that we have moving forward. That's on our plate. The underlying energy, we have the Queen of Swords. And so for the collective, this is acknowledging that we use our intellect, our independence. So that the energy is independent, sharp-witted, and truthful. So when we stay truthful and balanced, we got temperance again. So when we're truthful and we stand in our authenticity and integrity, and we have that balance. And that top card is what we're doing right now. We're balancing, we're moderating. So for me, this is really also moderating how much of that news we get, especially if you're here in the States, really moderating how much of that sludge that we are taking into our bodies, what we're seeing, finding that balance emotionally, getting grounded. Because when we aren't affected by that outside noise, And kind of like with the Queen of Swords, protecting our thoughts, protecting our hearts from that, we're able to tap out that noise and create with our magician.
Oh, yeah.
And create that space that we need for ourselves and that life that we want. And that's what I have. And I'm sticking to
it. Awesome. And what you guys need to do after you're done seeing us, get your meditation on. Let me stop.
Get your meditation on.
5 minutes. You don't have to do anything over 10 minutes.
No. Sometimes we can start with a couple minutes and then you add a little each time.
Yeah.
I know my brain, I can't shut off for more than, that's why I need to like to have music, like something guided.
Yeah, I do the guided meditation. Yeah, that helps me. I do that every day.
Even going outside in nature. Letting nature, just close your eyes.
That's right. Do those 3 miles. Okay, do those 3 miles.
Yep. I don't know about walking the 3 miles, but that's I used to be able to do that. So Jackie, my dear, what are you cutting? Huh?
I said, thank you for inviting me. This is so much fun.
Oh, yes. Thank you for joining me. And what you got coming up, girl? Because you've been very busy lately.
I know. I was adding stuff. So tomorrow I get to be on Hearts and Soul Connected with Allie as her guest. And that's at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And then also, I think I have something also that evening. We're going to be doing with Sabrina. So it's gonna be fun. And then, like you said, I do full moon readings with Denise Fletcher's Tarot. I do that with her at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So that's gonna be awesome on the 1st, April Fools. So we're doing the day before.
I am not gonna have any energy for a show after 3 appointments on Wednesday.
I know what you mean. Yeah, because you have that coming. I keep forgetting you're gonna be busy. And then I'm gonna kind of do a little hiatus, but they don't mean anything because y'all eventually see something pop up. A little hiatus because we are running into the, my parents still like to do Easter, what I mean? So, because they remember us when we were kids and the eggs and stuff. So we still do meet up on the weekend. Yeah. So unless sometimes they'll be like, are you available? And if I can disappear, look, 3 hours, right? Magician disappear.
There you go.
Yeah, just 3. I may be
the power of 3 will set you free, Charles.
Yes. And then last but not least, I do in between that little break, I will be Scott, Scorpio Sun Tarot will be on my channels. We alternate back and forth. I am going to be the host next Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern on his channel. So
wow.
So that's just that.
I was supposed to join Sabrina today, but I had to message her over the weekend because I forgot I had another appointment this morning. I'm like,
I understand.
Yeah. So today I'll probably do something for full moon.
Time sitting down. We can't always be here. We want to do it, but sometimes we can't be here.
We got an adult.
We actually have to get off the seat. We have to move from the seat.
So I'll probably find some time to do a full moon.
Awesome.
Friday, my regular show.
Okay.
For me, it depends on what I got going on during the week. So people who are new to my channel, I tend to do pop-ups when the energy's there, when I can, or when I'm guided to. But Friday, I have my regular show at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And but it being Monday, I'll find something else to do during the week. I'll pop in. So, but yes, make sure to, do all that YouTube-y stuff.
Yes.
And I thank everybody from Jackie's side of the world coming up and hanging over with us on my channel. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you. And she will be a guest on my channel too. We're gonna schedule that. So don't worry. Yeah.
Because I think you've been 4 times now on mine.
Oh my gosh, it doesn't feel like it. Probably 4. I feel almost like
I think 2 Fridays and 2 goddesses. I think.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. So this will be.
But who's counting, right?
It's definitely 4. I think this is definitely 4, if not.
Or
5.
maybe it's 3. No, I'm just kidding.
Because the first time I wasn't able to. The very first time I wasn't able to simulcast it on my channel. Remember the very first time, I believe. So the other 2 times I've had to be able to. So at least 3 or 4. So yeah, but it's that
time. Make it happen because I've got schooling coming up. So
you just keep looking for our notifications, like you said. It may even be a pop up. You never know. I'm like, what you doing?
There you go. That's how we roll. So everybody, thank you. And we hope that you have a great rest of your night. Here it's not even 4 o'clock yet. So anybody on the West Coast, have a great rest of your afternoon. Have a great night, everybody. And Jackie and I will see you on the flip side.
Bye.
Or the woo side, whatever.
I know.